Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So first and foremost, many congratulations to all the selected applicants this year from all across the world. You guys really worked hard and you deserve this. So in today's video, we are going to talk about visa application. And since I'm from India, so I'll be focusing more on the Indian applicants and the Indian application system. But it's more or less the same, like the type of documents you need. The process might be different. So the people who will be watching from other countries, you can refer to your country, the embassy website and other stuff. So yeah, let's get into the video. The first and foremost thing that Indian applicants need to know is that you cannot directly go to the embassy and apply for your visa. In India, Korean embassy does not, they don't deal with visa applications directly. They have an agency set up. It's a global agency. It's called VFS Global, and they deal with the visa applications. So if you want to apply for the visa, you have to visit their website, VFS Global, and then you have to apply through them. So you basically submit all of your documents and everything to the VFS Global office, either in New Delhi or in Kolkata, and then they send your your application and other stuff to the Korean embassy in Delhi for the process and everything. So that is how it have works. Email address and they have a phone number provided. It's highly recommended that you email them. I did the same last year when I was starting my application. I emailed them that I'm a successful GKS applicant and I have to apply for my visa. Can you help me with that, and can you tell me what all documents I need? And they were kind enough to send me all the application forms and the checklist and everything that we'll be talking about later. I just yesterday and even today, this morning, I was going through the website, and when I was clicking on the book appointment thing, it's clearly showing over there that you no longer have to book an appointment to get your visa application done. You can just visit the office during the time, like the working hours, and you can submit your application. So again, all the information I'm giving you is done on my research and what I have done last year. So it's highly recommended that you try to contact them through email or the mobile number they have given on their website. Now, directly, I'll be talking about the checklist. So like I said, I contacted them through email and they were kind enough to send me all the application forms and a checklist, which is important for all GKS applicants, because for us, usually it's a much easier process as compared to other visa applicants. So they send me a checklist, as you can see in the image, and we'll be talking about each and every part of the checklist. So the first thing in the checklist is obviously your passport. And I mean, you need a passport. Obviously, you have to travel abroad, so you need a passport. But make sure that your passport is valid for more than 6 months. So if you already had a passport and it's gonna expire in the coming few months, I would highly recommend getting it renewed, because they need a passport with a validity more than 6 months, because you're going for a long-term visa. So make sure of that. And the second thing in the checklist mentioned is the recent passport size photographs. So you need 2 photographs, colored ones, passport size photographs. So when you go to a studio and you ask them for a passport size photograph, also ask them that you're applying for a visa, because accordingly they'll click a photo. For visa, a lot of things has to be very clear, like your ears and other features. They should look proper, they should look completely intact. So make sure that you tell the studio person that you are applying for a visa and you need a photograph like that, so they will click it for you pretty easily. The third thing was visa application form. So like I said, when you will email them, they will send you the visa application form as well. It might be available on the website too, but it's really easy. If you just email them, they will send you the form. In the visa application form, there are a lot of things that you need to fill, and pretty easy. We'll be talking about the visa application form later too, like 1 or 2 sections where I would like to give you clarification about, there are a lot of things that you might not be confident about, but we'll be talking about it later. So you have the visa application form. And then the fourth thing is TB test report. You need a tuberculosis test report, and the tuberculosis test has to be done from only the designated hospitals, right? So VFS Global or the embassy itself has designated few hospitals in different regions of India, and you can only get it done from there. So you have the VFS Global office in Delhi and Kolkata. So for Delhi and Kolkata region, or for the North region, they have a certain designated hospitals. Then the Consulate General of Korean Embassy in Chennai and the Consulate General of Korean Embassy in Mumbai, they also have a list of designated hospitals for tuberculosis test. And I have PDF of all 3 of them, and I will paste them in the description box. Like, I'll upload it in a drive file and I'll paste the link. You can directly go and download the list from there, and you can go visit any of those hospitals which is more easy for you to get the TB test done, because you need to submit the original report. So make sure that you get it done from the designated hospital, otherwise they won't accept your TB test. And then the next is health condition form. I think health condition form will still be valid because it's just a general form where you talk about your health condition. Because last time when we were coming, the COVID was still there, so we had like the health condition form. We had another form about COVID and other stuff too. I don't think they'll have it anymore, but health condition form was there. So when you'll email them and when they'll send you the documents, you can go through it again. Now, after that, you will need around 2 or 3 documents from Korea. Like, obviously you are coming here as a GKS scholar, so most of the applicants and most of the successful applicants will be going through language training, right? So you will need 3 documents. The first one is the admission certificate from your Korean Language Institute. So people who are going for Korean language training, they will be going to a Korean Language Institute. But this year the rule has been changed, so all the applicants will go to the same place, right? You are no longer going to 2 different cities, so you are going to the same university. So for now, the university will be sending you an admission certificate in which it will be mentioned that you are going to do Korean language training at their institute. Similarly, people who already have topic 5 and are going to their university directly for their master's or PhD, the university will be sending them a same admission certificate where it will be mentioned that they will be starting their master's degree or their doctorate. So whatever situation you are in, you'll get an admission certificate and you need to submit that admission certificate. Most probably you will get it through email. They don't post it to you, you get it through email. So you just need to take a copy of it and you have to submit it to the visa office, the VFS Global office. The second thing they will send you is a business registration certificate. So business registration certificate is the certificate that shows that that particular university is registered under the Korean government. So they will give you a certificate. You just need to take that certificate. Like, they will send it through your email and just take a copy of it, and then you have to attach and submit it. And the last one is the sponsorship certificate. Now the sponsorship certificate is basically your NIED invitation letter. You need to submit an invitation letter, and that makes things a lot easier. So you need to submit that and you will read that. So these 3 documents will come to you, and all other documents you need to prepare. So let's quickly revise what documents we talked about. So as you can see in the image, we'll take one after the other. The first thing we need is obviously your passport, and make sure your passport is valid for more than 6 months. The second thing we need are 2 passport size colored photographs. Make sure everything is clear, and when you go to the studio to get the photos clicked, you ask them that you are going to apply for visa, so they'll click accordingly. Third is the application form. Obviously, visa application form, you're applying for a visa, so you need the visa application form. Fourth is your TB test report. Like I said, every region has some designated hospitals, and I've pasted the PDF in the Google Drive link in the description box below. You can download the PDF from there and go to any of those designated hospitals to get your TB test done. The next is health condition form. You can ask them about this. They might have made some changes about it, but yeah, it's a general form where they talk about if you have any other health condition or if you have any disease or something like that. So it's a basic form. Then after that, the three more documents that you need from Korea. The first one is the admission certificate from your university, if you're going for language training or if you're going for master's or doctorate directly. Depending on that, you'll get an admission certificate. After that, you will get a business certificate. Business certificate shows that your university is registered. That also your university will be sending you. And the last one is your NIED invitation or sponsorship letter, which basically shows that the government is going to pay for you. And because of this document, you don't have to show any money in your bank account, and that's why we don't submit a bank statement. Because usually when you apply for visa, you have to submit your bank statement, but we don't do it. Clearly remember, we don't do it because we are going as scholars, so we don't need that document. We just need to submit the sponsorship letter. Now if we talk about the application form, as you can see in the image, this particular section, which is the details of visit section. Now here the intended period of stay, intended date of entry, address in Korea and contact in Korea. So these 4 things you will be filling depending on the documents that your university sent. So intended period of stay, because a lot of you will be coming to Korea for language training, so your visa is different. For language training, the visa is D4 visa, because of which initially, like when I applied for the intended period of stay, it was 12 months. I wrote 12 months. And then intended date of entry, depending on what was the approximate time when I'll get the ticket done. So these 2 information you can always clarify with your university and they will help you with it. As far as address in Korea and contact in Korea is concerned, you have to mention the address of your university. So the document that they will send you, the admission certificate that we talked about before, it will have the address. So you need to put that address here, and contact, obviously the document will also have the contact information. You need to put it there. Usually the coordinator, the GKS coordinator, because every university has their GKS coordinator who will contact you and will send you all the documents. So you basically put their contact details and the address of your university in this section. So make sure that you ask for help from your university while filling this thing. Also, one thing I would like to clarify is that when you are applying for the scholarship there, when you are applying for the visa at the VFS Global office, the people there also help, because they know that every year applicants are going to come, so they always have one application form which is filled for you to be seen as a reference, and then you see it and then you fill accordingly. So there are people there to help you, so don't worry and don't stress too much about that. Especially I'm talking about Delhi one. A lot of people had problems at the Kolkata one, but it eventually got resolved because of miscommunication. They had no idea of what was going on, but it eventually got resolved. So whichever place you are going to, make sure that you are also clear with all the information you have. So the best is to always email the Delhi office, because Delhi office usually knows everything firsthand, and then the other places get to know about it. So the best is to email the Delhi office and get the documents and clarification from them before you move ahead. So the next section in the application form is details of visa application. Now there, either it's long-term or short-term, so you need to choose obviously the long-term one because you're going to stay for more than 90 days. And the last section of the application form, where we talk about funding details, there you have to mention all the details of NIED. The funding institute is NIED, the organization name is NIED, how much funding they are doing and everything. And I think in the application form there is also a section where it's talking about estimated cost of study or something like that. Now in the estimated cost of study, basically you fill the entire fee structure of your language institute or of your master's or doctorate program. So when the university send you a document, in that document it's also mentioned that this is the fee structure, and the entire fee structure is being covered by the government, NIED. So the fee structure which they send you, the amount, you need to just mention that amount there, and then it will be pretty easy. And yeah, obviously since you are going as a GKS applicant, you don't have to pay for visa. So the visa fee is around 6,000 to 6,500, but we don't pay it. But VFS Global has a processing fee which is around 1,900 to 2,000. You have to pay that. So if they ask you to pay money around 1,900 to 2,000, you need to pay it. So don't think that why are we paying. You're not paying for the visa, you're not paying for the visa fee, you're paying for the processing fee, you're paying for that institute. So make sure of that. And yeah, so that was it for the visa thing. I hope I was able to cover a lot of stuff. It's not pretty complicated. Like I said, we require very few documents and it's pretty easy, and there are people always there to help you. So never hold yourself back for asking help. Whenever you have a problem, email your university, email them, or when you are there, just go and ask them what to do, and they will be able to help you because they are well aware about the situation. Yeah, so if you guys like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up. Until I see you again, bye bye.